When this new video part you were filming, by the way, I gotta congratulate you.
Thank you.
I think the gnarliest vert part, I think we were talking about before the show, was Jimmy Wilkins.
Yeah,
had his part come out.
Yeah, his is pretty insane.
Dude, gnarly, right?
Yeah.
They're not coming out like that. Like, you know, it's very rare that there's like a really good vert part that comes out. And you've got a really good vert part.
Yeah.
It's come out.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Thank you.
How long were you filming for this this part?
Pretty much like as soon as all the Olympic stuff was over. Me and Chris. Well, we filmed before that too.
Okay.
I mean, in total it was like a year probably.
That's it?
Yeah, but we took like a little Olympic hiatus in the middle. But we started like January last year.
Okay.
Filmed for like a few months and then did the Olympic stuff. Took like a little break.
Right.
And then as soon as like that was over, it was like every day, almost not every day, but it was a lot of vert from when the Olympics ended till like 3 weeks ago or something.
Now, are you brainstorming on like what you're gonna do, like in like, you know, trying to figure out and navigate how this part's gonna work out? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. I mean, like skating vert every day, it's like you could do as many things as you want. It's just you kind of lose, like, you just get fried out after a while. Just the same
it's
ramp.
mundane every day. It's
Yeah,
the same
because it's
thing.
not like you're on a trip where you're like going to new spots and like, you know, skating, seeing new environment, whatever. Like it's different every day.
Yeah.
It's the same ramp just over and over and over. It's
That's why you're like, I'm going to take this piece out and make it bigger.
I had to do that. If it
Really?
was like just 2 flat walls, I think I would have lost my mind. It's too much. It's
Well,
taxing.
I noticed you had like, it was in different segments basically.
Yeah.
Did you film it like that, or is it dispersed like, hey, I need time for this, and then I'm gonna go back to that?
Yeah, we did kind of film it like that. At first, it was like just Tony's trying to do like whatever tricks over the normal channel.
Okay.
And then I got fried out on that. Like, months of just that. And they're like, all right, we'll go to Elliot's for like a few months. And then we did that for a while.
Okay.
And then we did the big channel. And then went to Bob's a couple times.
Huh.
And then I think Elliot's, again, was like the last phase of it.
Gotcha.
And then that kind of closed it out.
When you are skating like Elliot's ramp, for instance, are you coordinating with him?
Yeah.
Are you skating with him?
Yeah,
or are
yeah.
you doing solo sessions too?
No,
Because
no,
I
no.
feel like you guys don't really do solo sessions when it comes to like the mega stuff.
Not mega. Well, today I did. It sucked.
Well, no, you had Bam there skating the quarter pipe.
Bam was skating the quarter pipe. That's true. But no, yeah, Elliot skated with me like the whole way through
Okay.
it. So very
And
big
he's
shout out to
filming-
Elliot. Yeah.
Filming stuff too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
assume?
he's filming too.
Dude, Elliot's
He's gnarly.
he's gnarly.
Very gnarly.
But also to the fact of like trying to think of things to do, it's rad because you got Chris Gregson by your side,
Yeah.
who's also a phenomenal
Yeah,
transition vert skater too.
Yeah, and his filming is phenomenal.
yeah, and he's just very good at like brainstorming stuff too.
Yeah.
because he's got a good like just a deep knowledge of vert skating and just like any kind of transition skating. So he can kind of like pick from random things that he knows and help.
What about
all of a
even
sudden.
Tony? Are you talking with Tony about stuff too? Or
Yeah, his ideas are pretty extreme though.
Well, how so? What do you mean?
I don't know. It was just like he would come up with crazy ideas.
He's
and
like,
I'm
not one panel, but 3 panels.
I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work out.
It's like, now this is what I would do.
What?
Whose
Whose idea was the soccer goal?
That was my idea. Well, I stole it from Bob because in
Oh, okay.
Extremely Sorry, he had like the soccer goal set up on his ramp, and he had a couple tricks on that thing, and I was like, that's sick. So I went and bought a soccer goal, and not cheap
I
also.
was like, come to find out.
Yeah,
Not-
not cheap.
And so you
Like-
built it on top of the ramp?
Yeah, we put it there. I drove it over and we assembled it on top of the ramp. It took us way too long to assemble a children's soccer goal too. It felt so dumb.
I just thought it was cool. It's funny to see like you put the nets up and everything.
Yeah.
like that. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean, that was the final piece. We had to put the net on it. But yeah, I mean, just like trying to add a little bit more to like what ramp is already there helped a lot. Because if it was like just, 2 walls back and forth, Vert's sick, but there is a limit to what you can do on just 2 walls, I feel like.
Now, with you saying that, obviously you have to set that thing up for how long do you have that sitting there for? Like months, right? Or maybe a few weeks.
Yeah, a few weeks. We had the
Oh yeah,
the
because
soccer
it's not
goal
your
set up.
ramp, obviously. It's
Yeah.
someone else's ramp. And he, as skateboarders, that's super rad that he's just like down for the cause. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? For you to be like, getting your tricks done in a certain amount of time.
No, Elliot's very, very,
That's super
yeah,
valuable.
he was super helpful through this whole thing. But
What
the
a-
soccer goal just lives at his house now, so if anyone wants to go.
I was gonna say,
Everyone's
are
gonna skate
you
it.
since it's your idea where you're like, dude, let me film tricks on this first, and you guys can go after.
No, God, no.
Hey,
Anyone
dude,
that wanted to
you
come
imagine?
skate,
I know.
dude.
It's his ramp.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
this is my shit.
I
right
call
here.
Crooked Grind.
Yeah.
The more, the merrier on Vert. Like, we'll take anybody we can get.
What's one trick that came easy, if any, or what was the hardest one on that thing?
Trying to think. The front blunt was annoying. That took a long time.
Ooh, okay.
But the like 180 switch crook to like fakie, that like was not easy, but it came faster than I thought it was.
Really?
Going to. Yeah.
I thought 'cause when I first watched it, I would think that you would go back to forward.
That's the first few I was trying that, and then it just kept turning. I was like,
Wow.
I'll just try and go to fakie, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what I was kind of waiting for? Speaking of Bob Burnquist with the soccer thing.
Yeah.
Remember in the X Games he did the fakie.
Oh, the greatest trick of all time.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
The
I
gnarliest
was
thing
kind
ever.
of waiting for you to do
Dude,
that.
Oh, he is so-
Tried.
Did you try it?
I've tried that trick so many times.
Did you try it on this with the soccer?
No, I didn't try it on the soccer goal.
I was listen. I was
That
just
thing-
waiting for it. I
That
was
thing is
waiting-
like twice
I
or
don't
3
care.
times as big.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen his
yeah,
work.
it's
I've
just
seen his work.
That trick is insane. Like if I'm ever sad, I just pull up that clip.
It's the gnarliest
Everything's gonna be
clip.
okay.
Real quick, Jason. Before we get into it, can we just pull that up real
Just
quick?
check that
We've got to
out.
watch
It's
that because
so good.
when here's a soccer goal, and I'm like, dude, it's got to be coming. Here we go.
No.
There's a
Tom
reason
Schaar.
why that is still an iconic clip.
Yeah.
It's like no one's doing that.
No, there's this Instagram account I follow, and it's called Bob Fakey Grind Daily, and they just post this clip every day. And I follow it. I'm so
As-
hyped when it pops up.
as it should be celebrated every day. This has to be the
Oh,
gnarliest.
you know what the best part about this is? First tee.
First tee.
Wait,
That's
was first
That's
try?
first try.
For real?
And that was in best trick, right?
Yeah, best trick.
He won best trick.
Yeah,
No?
he won.
Yeah. Oh, for
he
sure.
won every best trick.
Yeah, there's no way
for
he
the
didn't win
rest of
that.
skateboarding
is-
history.
How is this even first try?
I don't know. He just had it like that, I guess.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's insane. Fully hangs up, like
Dude. Oh,
hits
He
the
was known
coping,
for
bounces
that.
to his feet,
He always pull out some crazy shit.
and then yeah,
he again, like, shout out to Bob Burnquist, but kind of that spastic style, out of control
Yeah.
style, but super in control.
always.
Man, so shout out to, but I don't know. I just saw you skating that thing, and I was like, damn, I wonder if he's gonna. Do
No, I've tried it on a rail setup like that before, and it
Really,
yeah.
you could do it, bro.
I don't know. Dude.
You could do.
Dude, I was hyped. You doing the half cab front crook on that? Like all those.
Yeah.
fucking-
If you don't mind, we'll watch.
Yeah,
a little bit.
those
Yeah.
tricks are nuts, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And so all this stuff, first stuff is at Elliot Sloan's house.
Yeah.
Which I've been there. It's gnarly. Can I tell you something? What, maybe we don't pull it up. I thought it was going to be in your part, but you did a fakie ollie into that.
Oh
It was
yeah,
an
yeah.
Instagram clip. I thought to myself, dude, that is the gnarliest. But to you, it probably was just.
It took a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you put it in the part?
Because I don't know. They Thrasher asked me to film like a little Insta edit, and I don't know.
That's
Just tried
what
to
okay.
tried to do that for that.
Shit,
You're like, we're not going to use this again.
dude.
Even though it should have been.
So that one worked out easier.
That one,
for you.
yeah, like I mean, not easy, but it didn't take like a few days. It took one, which is one day is I'll take that.
Are you anticipating it to
Day.
take longer? Like this might take a few days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I mean, most of the soccer goal wasn't set up for. I mean, we had it set up for like 2 weeks, maybe.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I think we got.
How is this? You just ollie over the gap and then you just switch to.
You
just
power slide
power
around?
slide into switch.
I like just started doing that. I don't know how I discovered that works, but it does. It does somehow.
Are you the only one that does that?
I think so. I mean, you can like.
That.
I deck check like the top of it pretty aggressively to like slow down first.
That's
I've almost
controlled.
hung up on it so many times. Like I'm gonna get smoked eventually, but and then yeah, you just like little revert.
Because you're not literally dropping in at full speed. You're
No, I
you're
like-
kind of finessing the drop in.
Yeah, I slow down on the drop in,
Gotcha.
and then like hit the knuckle of the landing,
Okay.
and then do the revert. So it like
Yeah, I don't think you could ollie in that thing full speed and then do the turn. Right?
no, that would be
Nuts.
sketchy.
Yeah.
I thought that fakie flip was coming right there. I thought that was gonna be the next clip.
I wish.
honestly,
You got sad. You got disappointed.
I
turned,
There's no way you're
I
gonna be
turned the part off.
Most people are like, "Yo, that was insane." Chris is all bugged.
I turned it off. I turned it off. I hit eject. You know?
You and Bob turned it off right there.
How's skating switch on that thing, dude? Oh, then it goes. Okay, then you go into that's
And that's Elliot's vert ramp, right?
No, that's the UC Berkeley ramp.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
it's really good. They have it at like on campus up there.
It kind of.
Wow.
Am I tripping, or does it? No, it doesn't really look. Elliot's kind of got this weird sectional vert.
Yeah,
ramp
his has
too.
more kind of stuff set up on it.
Dude, that was gnarly.
So you guys randomly just stop by the ramp and kind of just
that.
What?
We went to I think the next clip's at Vert Jungle, which is in I forget where it is, like San Luis Obispo or something.
That's a
And
I got a little weird.
we just kept going up to SF, and we hit up the guy that runs the UC Berkeley ramp, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, come by."
Dope.
So in that one clip, if you want to rewind, Chris, to that
well.
the late shove it clip to back lip.
Yeah.
front late shot.
Oh yeah. So is that just on the spot thinking of it and doing it?
I do like a lot of the alley-oop lips, and then I don't know. I just thought of doing like a late shove kind
God,
of.
it worked so.
It was
worked-
perfect.
It,
bro.
It worked so
somehow worked.
perfectly.
Yeah,
Now something like that. How fast would you do something like that?
that stuff's weird. It depends. It could be like third or 300th try. There's no in between either. It's
Totally.
either third or it's gonna take 300.
Sounds like my whole career,
that's
except
how this
not minus a third
that's how
part.
this whole video was.
Where's this?
Oh, that's in Milwaukee. It's this new insane indoor ramp that's like in a old barn.
Oh wow.
Wow.
It's brand new. It's like perfect. It's really,
Really?
good. Yeah, and they were super nice. They let me and Tony and Reese Nelson went and skated it.
Okay,
So sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
that'd be dope. Like Tony, no, we're good.
And then that's Tony doing. That's not me doing invert. Just to clarify, I can't invert to save my life.
Shut the.
You just make people
not
think
at
it's
all.
you. Yeah.
I, I wish people thought that was me.
Why can't you invert?
I don't know. I just never. If you don't learn them as a kid, I feel like you don't learn them as an adult. That's a hard.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me ask you a quick question. What would you rather do? Would you rather do a rock fakie or a rock and roll frontside, or just a regular rock and roll?
Just in general,
Yeah.
rock fakie.
Okay.
That was awesome.
There's no-
That was it.
Yeah.
Some
That
kind
was
of a
it.
test.
Yeah.
There's no right answer.
That was a test.
There's no right answer.
Like you thought it was going somewhere. Like nope. That's it.
That's it. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Okay. Looks like a fun little vert ramp though in the barn. Probably
Yeah,
the
it's a
weather
sick-
too. Is
it's a
like,
sick setup.
yeah.
Was that Tampa or no?
Yeah,
it
that's
was
the Tampa ramp. That's not there anymore.
Yeah.
It's coming back though, allegedly. But that's the UC Berkeley ramp.
Okay.
It's sick.
Back to
Back to
Scariest.
Mr. Sloan's.
Dude, this filming too, bro.
Dude, that switch crook.
Switch
It was
crook.
That's the
powerful
new.
switch
He
crook.
like just built that like ledge Euro gap thing. It's fun. It's very fun.
Wow.
Dude, first of all,
It's like funny how freaking nuts that is. Just the air to fakie.
I think this is the
No crap.
only clip that was. I think it was first try.
Yes.
I think it's the only one in the whole video that was like
damn,
happened fast. Everything else was
that is
a
so
struggle.
crazy. Bro.
I always trip on like when Chris is filming, like how he has to time your air compared to how he gets to the other
I
side.
have no idea how he does it, but he's so good at just like the perfect timing. He just knows where to be too. Like I trust him so much now that like even if I'm blind to like I can't see where he is, I just know he's not in the way at all.
Right.
Or even if I bail, he's like he'll be dodging the board holding a $8,000 red camera. Like he's insane. It's crazy.
He's one of the best.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
He's one of the best.
Definitely. This thing looks super fun.
That's Elliot's ramp, the vert ramp part
Yeah.
of it. But it's fun. It's got like weird bank options and there's some corners and stuff. It's sick.
Because it's got a big bank and then it kind of kicks at the
Yeah,
end,
it's
right?
like a little quarter at the
Yeah.
top, kind of.
This is what we were talking about earlier. This is at Bob's place. And
Yeah.
that's the quarter pipe
That's Bam's quarter pipe.
to the,
Oh my god, that angle's nuts.
Did you try anything else besides a nose slide there? I feel like
Yeah, I was trying like 270 lip, but
oh,
spooky.
really?
Yeah, a little spooky. I couldn't really figure.
But I
that
feel
out.
like this is a. I'm one to say this, but I feel like it's kind of like you can really play around with this because you could just slide back into the ramp. you know?
kinda, because it's hard to like. It's just hard to aim and like not land either at flat or like on the deck.
Okay.
But you're kind of right though, because you can just kind of slide into the thing.
Like I feel like a back tail.
Back
You could
tail.
play with that.
Well, there's also a hard thing filming at Bob's because he's done every trick that's ever been done there. So you gotta like, I know I've studied Bob's like every Bob part so much just to make sure I'm not like stepping on his toes. But it comes to a certain point where it's like hard not to.
Right.
Because he's done every trick. And there's like a thing in Vert. It's just Bob did it. And you just say that. No, yeah.
Bob did it.
Bob did it. Yeah.
Have you ever texted him like, hey, did you ever no slide?
No, I'm sure he has done no slide though.
Yeah, he's like, I did it for fun.
But like we'll be brainstorming about random tricks and then we'll think of something and then we're like, oh yeah, Bob did it.
This one, the 180 switch crook. Bro. Was that difficult? Dude, the aim on that. You have to aim so precise.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of. The rail's wide. It's like it's like a 6-inch
man,
wide
you're
rail.
flying through the air, dude.
But just the landing switch part sucked.
Did it?
Yeah, that was scary.
So you're getting into that chilling and then
Not chilling, but it was
okay.
just that part was freaking me out.
Gotcha.
How fast do you think you're going on that?
I forgot. Someone like came to X Games with like a radar gun one year, and I think it's like 35 or
I was
something.
going to say
like
30
that.
to 40.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
You must have like a pretty good like understanding on that 180 switch crook of how to bail. Right?
Yeah,
Because that seems like just as scary as landing the trick is like being able to know how to bail.
that's I tell like anyone that's new to Vert or like trying a new trick is like if you can bail out of a trick, then you can try anything.
You can.
Because if you know how to fall, then you can just try it 1,000 times until you eventually land it. But like just knowing how to bail good is more important than like actually being good at skating Vert, I think. Because if you just know how to like get comfy and get to your knees somehow,
Right.
then you can just try anything.
But you have to find out how to bail on so many different types of ramps at this point.
Yeah.
This flying off that thing, is that a whole? You're literally flying off a ramp onto a rail. Like what is like, if you I don't know, has any seen anyone land on the rail like with their body or something?
No one's sacked it or anything yet, which would be the funniest sack ever. You'd just be sliding at 40 miles an hour on your nuts.
Yeah, you just slide right past it.
Insane. But no one's gotten super smoked on it. I've seen some people like catch at the top and like fly down the bottom.
Okay.
But no. I mean it sets you like they did the math on it. So it just follows the trajectory of kind of what the jump would normally be.
That's what kind of the mega ramp stuff is. It's a lot of calculated obstacles.
Yeah.
Right?
There's some math that goes into it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you roll up the windows up to that thing, like there's nothing you can do.
Good
Like,
luck.
but apparently that does not happen, so that's good.
What is up with this ledge right here?
That thing was scary too.
Because that's new or that's always been there? Or?
No, Elliot set it up. We had big hopes and dreams of being able to do more tricks on it, but it was fucking hard to skate.
You're just like board slide.
Yeah, I was like driving on the way over there, and I was like, oh, like 270 lip would work, like nose blunt, and then I get there, and I'm like, nah, board slide. That's all I got.
Did any? So yeah, like
amazing.
that must have been like no one else was really touching it. So huh?
No one really. I mean, I think he just built it for a couple days and then took it out. But
But you and Elliot were probably skating it, right? Was he skating it with you?
Yeah. He
Okay.
did. Actually, I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Don't
my
spoil
bad.
it. Don't.
My bad, Elliot.
Almost broke it
Almost,
too.
yeah.
Something happened.
Damn, we almost had it. Damn, look at that tweaked tail grab, right?
Yeah.
Damn. What's up with this next one? The tray flip. This one.
What? Tray flip
my-
Indy.
Tray flip in. I mean, at this point, are you just kicking out there and just grabbing it and putting it back underneath your feet?
I just have my feet are like loosely set up in a tray flip position.
Okay.
I just kind of hope that it.
and you just pick it out of the air.
I mean, if I can grab it good, then I can somehow
Put it back
wrangle
under
it.
your
Yeah.
feet.
Tom, I apologize by the way that we're speaking about. Did you just flick it and grab it?
I did. It's sick.
Because we're all
It's
Any
sick. I
street
love it.
skater listening to this or watching it is going to thinking the same thing.
It's sick.
Okay,
Flip up there and
Thinking
grab
the
it.
same thing, bro. Not that many people skate this type of shit. Tom,
I
you
know.
what I mean?
No, it's
Well,
the
maybe
same
the
way.
newer
Like,
generation.
if I'm on a trip with a bunch of street skaters, I'm asking the same, like the reverse kind of questions. Because like a tray flip for me on this is easier than like a tray flip down a 5-stair or
Sure,
something.
sure.
So like I'm asking how to tray flip down a 5-stair when I'm like with a bunch of street dudes.
Dude. Oh my God. It's incredible, bro. There's a switch, dude.
That's like Bob influence
Yeah.
right there. I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of, I mean, like most of it is Bob, Frazier, like Rune, Bucky,
Dude, shout out to Rune, man.
all the guys.
I feel like
Jake
Rune was.
Brown too. A lot of that.
Woo.
Danny, Colin.
Danny
Dude.
Collin.
Yeah.
That no-handed tray flip, which sounds weird to say, but
Yeah. No, like it does make. You know, like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
but that's gnarly, dude.
It'd be funny saying it in the street.
Yeah.
Like, dude, no head and tray flip down the 5-stair.
Yeah, that's
I might start saying that. It's kind of sick.
That was gnarly. I feel like that was Bob Burnquist-ish.
It is.
Esque.
He did a backside flip.
Yeah.
I stole that one.
But you did a switch later on, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I stole that one too.
You stole that one too.
Yeah, it's hard not to steal from Bob.
Dude, dropping in switch on that thing.
Awful. Hate it so much. Still hate it.
Look at that. Oh, you broke your
Out of
oh,
frustration.
Okay, gotcha.
A lot of snap boards.
But yeah, that the backside flip,
Switch back.
the switch backside flip is
That might have been like the longest battle, I think, throughout the whole video.
Are you know how Jeremy Ray kick flips?
Yeah.
He kick flips like he's setting up for a heel flip.
I didn't know that actually.
Well, the majority of his front foot is on the board.
Okay.
Not
he has,
like
he
a
has
normal.
he has a big ass foot too.
not a normal kick flip. Are you kind
Size
of
14
Yeah.
kickflip.
if you're dropping in switch on this? Is most of your front foot on the board too? Are you just kind of like?
I try and dangle it off as much as I can
Okay.
without it feeling sketchy. Like in my head, I'm set up like such a good switch flip, but I bet if you actually look at it, my foot's like barely shifted over.
Well,
Because
because
it's just scary rolling down it. Like
that
Yeah.
thing is
Yeah.
gnarly. I mean, you do have the pad there.
But your
the
balls.
pad, well, that's actually not inflated.
We all know what happened there.
yeah, yeah.
But what about
Lizzie got smoked right there.
Yeah,
like you're flicking like mad slow though, huh? So is it a
Yeah.
slow motion on that one?
it was just weird. Like the switch one, dude, it was so annoying. It's just because like you can flick it and catch it so good, but then it just has to stay, and it's like so many of them I'd flick it, catch it, and it would just bounce away. Because it's not like you're skating like stairs where you have like the gravity, like you flick it and then the weight keeps going down.
Okay.
It stays on your feet,
You're flying through.
but it like flicks, and I catch it like as I'm kind of going up still,
Uh-huh.
and then it just like you just pray that it's still under your feet, kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
But-
kind of catch it like not straight up, but like to the point where you're almost pushing it at the end, like because you already flipped, and then it's like you're now pushing it 180 after
Yeah.
you already caught
Well,
it.
it looks dope because you're like pushing it the front down almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Which-
I had to like turn it like weird, like nose bone. I don't know. It was
It's super sick, dude.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
a big switch backside flip fan.
me
Right.
too.
I love that trick.
Well, even on a tray flip too, it's like you have to flip that so slow, and then once you catch it, you're hoping it just.
Pretty much. You
Yeah.
just like hope that it stays
Yeah.
somewhere. Because even if it's in like close proximity, you can like somehow try and make it. But no, the flip tricks over the
That was
gap are
nuts.
very
What is
annoying.
going on with this trick,
that was
dude?
nuts.
Because it's
Um,
almost like you get it into blunt, but not real. Like it's like
Yeah, I
What
don't
is
know.
going on there?
I might have cheated on that one a little bit.
Then you put them on blast,
Yeah.
dude.
bro.
Come
This is
on.
what we do here
Let's
at
not watch,
Night
let's not
Club,
watch this one too many times.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Let's go to the
no,
next
but
trick.
what
Let's go to
is
the next
that,
trick.
dude? But it's
I was
almost like a-
trying like not two set, maybe like alley-oop front nose blunt,
Yeah.
and I think it was like wheel nose blunt.
Yeah.
kind of like I don't think I don't know if my truck got on. I really don't know what happened on that one.
Okay.
Well, it's like you slid, but it was like, yeah, you were fully.
It slid, but it was like wheel slide,
Yeah.
kind of.
Well, you know what? I'm
Whatever,
not
that
interested
still
in the
works.
rest of the video. No, I'm not interested. Man. No, this is Dad. Come on.
You can't deny that one.
Oh, I remember Oski did
Front
that for the
180.
first time.
Yeah.
Front.
That's where I got that inspo from that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sheesh.
What are those sessions like, dude? Like the difference between doing a switch backflip over the maker or the bump to bump to a ledge trick or a lip trick.
These ones are more frustrating for sure, because it's not like it's scary. Like setting up switch, like that whole thing kind of distracts me from like the getting angry part of it almost.
Okay.
But just trying this like over and over and over, you're like, dude, come on, just roll away from one.
Did it take those tricks? Did they take the longest?
No, not really. Some of the later, like
Oh.
I don't remember which one, but there's a few that took like 5-6 days.
Wait a minute. I'm tripping right now. So that gap
Oh yeah,
You can take off the coping.
yeah.
Oh, I
There's
didn't even realize
there's a
that.
little bridge in the middle.
Oh, okay. Does that gap even become a thing? Or is it just kind of like because you're flying over it, right? There's no chance of you getting caught up in the gap.
I mean, it happened. Someone fell in it, but
Really?
Yeah,
you kind of I don't know. You just skate the ramp so much that you just get used to
Well, I'm
kind of
saying
where it is.
like this trick you did here, like the front 180 to the front 270. Like you're flying over that thing. Like the gap doesn't even matter at that point.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah. Most
Right?
of it, yeah, because I think just like subconsciously you just want to get like over the
it.
gap.
Yeah.
And I think most of the time you kind of overdo it and just go too far.
Interesting. Because gap or no gap, you're doing the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the gap wasn't there, I probably wouldn't have gone like as far.
It's kind of like a skating in like an angled over rail. It's like, it doesn't really make a difference, but it looks cooler.
Like you're
gives
going, like when you get on, you're going to get on closer to the ground. Is that what you're saying?
That some things are just they're there, and it looks cooler if you go like a little gap like that.
Yeah,
you know, like a
yeah.
gap out rail to like a over rail. Those little things just kind of add a little element to it.
Gregson,
There
right
he
there.
is.
Yeah,
There he
sick.
is. Oh, I thought you just changed your kit up right there. I thought you were going tight G.
No, he's holding that one down.
What was that Nollie big flip?
Yeah,
That was crazy. Did that really
nuts.
good, bro.
Damn.
Switch blunt shove, dude.
Wait, so now the gap's bigger?
No, this
No.
is
Same,
regs.
same gap. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Tripping.
That's normal size.
Oh, and then you go do the same thing, nollie and fakie.
I was trying to be all cool and do some mirrored
Do some
stuff,
weird shit.
but
That's
it's
a
hard.
great trick.
I think it's awesome because you're having like this Bob moment, but then also Bob was like this is like Colin McKay type shit too.
Most of the Vert inspo was more, it was more like Colin or like Fraser kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Oof.
But then all the like mega stuff was for sure heavy Bob inspo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is Colin ever down here skating with you?
I see him at the ramp. I haven't skated with him in a while though, but I see him there.
Dude, that was sick.
That was the one that took a long time.
I could imagine.
Sometimes it's hard for my brain to process the like what's going on and the names of the tricks. Sorry.
No, you're good. Okay. I get in a lot of debates with street dudes.
Do you really?
Well, because like,
what do we call
what
this?
What would you call that?
270.
Well,
Backside
Alley-
270 kickflip,
alley-oop
lip
kickflip,
slide
lip
to
slide.
270 out.
270 out. Yes.
Yeah, what they said. I didn't even
honestly,
get a chance to answer it.
That
but
checks
yeah.
out. That's good enough.
Yeah, I would
That
say
works.
a
That'll work.
270
That'll work.
Perfect.
flip back the board. Yeah,
It's
Board
front
side.
front lip.
back lip.
See, this is a whole nother debate that.
First of all-
me and Rune got in a debate about this one.
So what
I-
is this? A front lip or back lip?
Well, I would just say
What do you say?
That's
I would
front lip.
say backside alley oop lip side.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really like specify if it was front
Right.
lip or back lip.
Right.
I would just say like which way the
That
alley
makes
oop,
sense.
That
Right.
does make sense.
Is-
That actually makes more sense.
because it is front lip, like technically, that you're getting into, but it doesn't feel like a front lip.
Exactly.
But I don't know what I would call that one. Alley oop, flip, lip, revert.
I just never
No,
understood.
that actually makes more. That
Yeah.
just as much sense.
I agree.
I never even understood why they called like a front board and a backboard. Like I think it should be reversed.
You lost me on that one a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Like when you do a backboard, you're going forward.
Oh, okay.
When you're doing
Okay.
a front board,
You're going backwards.
going backwards.
Okay.
It should be reversed.
I get what
You're
you're
doing a backboard. My backside should be going back.
Hmm.
Should be going first.
Start a petition.
yeah, you go ahead and start doing that.
You just 500 signatures and you're good to go.
That's all it takes? We got it chilling. Right in the description below. Comment below. If we get 500, we're changing it.
The skateboarders will start turning on each other,
don't
dude. They'll
care.
be like,
I don't-
like, what is he talking about?
Okay, so here's where you started pulling out the,
Yeah, the Lego set.
The Lego set gap. And you went from an 8-foot to a 16-foot gap,
Yeah.
right? What about what did you do first on it? Just ollie it? Or-
yeah, frontside ollie, and then backside ollie,
Okay.
and then I think that was the first thing we filmed.
Damn, really?
Are you testing it out beforehand, like measuring it and doing it with the things?
Yeah,
there?
we did. We you might be able to see it. No, you can't really. We put tape. Oh, you see the pink? You
there
see
it
the
is. I
pink
see
tape?
it. Yep.
We put that on the other side of the ramp just to fly across like a fake channel, just to
Wait,
make sure that I wasn't.
what am I
gonna
looking at?
splat.
Where's the pink tape?
On the top,
Right there on the left.
of
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
put. I mean, not that tape, but the same tape on the other side,
Got you.
just to make
So
sure we
you're
were
practicing.
clearing. Yeah,
Okay.
just to zest it out a little bit.
And you were saying earlier that like you wanted to take the gap out because you were just kind of going crazy with just the normal gap.
Well,
What
I
was that?
watched. Wow, what was it called? The White Album. It's this like Shaun White's mini skate snowboard documentary.
Okay.
And in it, there's a section where it's really sick. Actually, they did some gnarly stuff over it, but they did the same thing. They made it 4 sheets wide, 16 feet or whatever.
Same ramp?
Yeah, same thing.
Oh,
Same. I just copied everything pretty much. I just took everything I could. I
fake, dude.
stole it all.
God damn it.
But they did a session on that, and I had like the DVD as a kid, and I watched it so many times, and then I always wanted to try and set it up like that, and I asked Tony, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, we could do it."
Wow. And what did Tony do over to you? Backside ollie did?
No, I did frontside stalefish.
Front stalefish.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Was it hard to get speed? It looks like it's not as
Going-
wide as the ramp is. It kind of seems like not a lot of angle on that.
Well, yeah, because like as soon as you made the channel bigger, the ramp stayed the same width, but it got like skinnier because the channel was just kind of in the way.
Yeah.
But I mean, going from the other side with the roll-in, it was easy to set up, but going frontside over it this way was annoying.
This kickflip fakie, right?
Yeah.
Kickflip fakie, beautiful, bro.
What was the scariest trick?
Beautiful.
What was the scariest trick going over this thing? Or even if there was, the most difficult.
I think the next,
Back big.
yeah, I think that one was the scariest.
Dude, I seen you do that in combi though. We'll talk about it though. That kickflip fake was so beautiful.
Just because that kept happening, like that weird slip out thing. Because I had to go like at a weird, like a sharp enough angle to where like I wouldn't go too high, and I could like still make it across to get to the back D part. So I had to like really like cut across the ramp.
Ooh.
And I was just so worried I was going to slip out on one and just fly into the abyss. But yeah, like that little carve at the bottom.
Yeah.
I just was so worried that I was going to slip on one of them, and I don't know what would have happened.
Well, because you would have just flown out.
I would have just hit that pole going 30 miles an hour and exploded probably. Yeah, that
So-
pole right there would have
Yeah.
smoked me. But it worked. That one took a little bit too. That was
Backlip, back
couple
big
days
disaster.
struggle.
Was that
That's
the
nuts.
was that the last trick you filmed?
No, the switch backside flip was the last thing I filmed
Oh, at Bob? At
Elliot's.
At Elliot's?
Yeah.
Wow. How long did this take you though? You looked a little
That was like-
finally.
3, maybe 4 days.
Seriously?
I think. Yeah.
Damn.
Most of the
Oof.
channel stuff like wasn't the longest battles.
Okay.
It was honestly more just because I like really didn't want to keep trying to go over it. So I was like just praying that anyone that got close to my feet, I was like, that's the one. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
And just luckily none of them were slams or anything.
gosh,
But that one took a lot. Like,
After that, I bet you're like, look, put the channel back.
yeah,
Let's get
immediately.
this
Yeah,
back in
yeah.
here.
I didn't want to look at it.
How long are you having these sessions, like per day?
We'd go at like, well, the ramp like closes at 5, and then I have a key, so I can go after hours. Shout out to Tony. So we'd go at like 6 till I don't know, like 9 or something,
Oh, wow.
probably like
Okay,
that.
so a nice 3-hour session.
Yeah.
That's a good question though. Like how much can your body take trying, skating vert and doing all that stuff? Even the mega ramp.
I mean, I don't know. It depends. I think it's kind of weird. Like it doesn't damage like the normal parts of your body, like normal skating would.
Yeah.
Like it's not really like your ankles are getting smoked or like your knees or anything. It's like your back, or like I get a lot of heel bruises skating vert actually too, just from like low
Really?
slaps on my feet, and then. But most of it's like my back. Like I swear I shrunk like an inch or 2 filming this.
Seriously?
Video. Yeah. It was-
Compression on the back.
Yeah, just low knee size is just like pounding
Crazy.
my knees over.
But
and
it's
over.
so interesting too because like you look at Tony Hawk, he's like a older guy now. He's still skating
Yeah.
well. Some of these guys at the combi, they're 62 years old. Salba,
Yeah.
62, he's still doing it. So it kind of like we were just talking the other day that it's like you're not going to find a 62-year-old, decent ledge session going on. You know what I mean?
Or flying down some stairs. No.
No way, dude.
You
No
don't think-
way.
No.
62 years old? You show me with these people, dude.
I mean, do you think at 62 you'll?
But at 40, I'm not doing it, bro. No, there's only a few people like Costin still
Yeah.
up there, P-Rod. Like, there's still some dudes, but, when you're 62 years old and you're sessioning like a legitimate ledge, like, there's no way.
Well, because you can make vert. I mean, a lot less taxing for sure.
Right.
Just some easier knee slides, and it's got some longevity to it.
That's
Definitely.
what I'm saying. Like, I'm watching these guys at 60 years old doing backside airs in the combi. I'm like, dude, this is like, what's a word? It's like motivating.
It is.
You're
Yeah,
like,
big time.
wow,
It really
these dudes
is.
are
Big time.
still doing it, man.
Do you think
I
it's
don't know.
this might be a silly question, but do you think it'd be more taxing when you're older skating a vert ramp or a mini ramp?
That's actually a good question. I think a mini ramp.
I would say
Really?
mini ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one 62-year-old getting smoked, like rock the fakey hang up to like hip her
Dude.
on a mini ramp.
Oh,
Yeah.
Be gnar.
Yeah.
Rock to fakie, you hang up on a vert ramp, still gnar.
There's a lot to
but
catch you though. You
can
know,
get a lot. Yeah,
there's a
you
lot to
can-
catch you.
yeah.
But yeah, no. One a 4-foot mini ramp hang up like now even sucks for me.